Bit of a frustrating day. I was going to tell you about what I did, and I got halfway through my video, and my phone said, no SIM card. What are you talking about, no SIM? It has not been a good 2 weeks for the McDonald family with telephones. Let me tell you that. I don't know, I just reset it and turned it back on like every other idiot on earth, and it's working. So, did you ever wake up and know that you were going to have a busy day, and then somebody just heaped a bunch of shit on top of it? That's how my day's going. Just had just a lot to do, a lot more than I thought I would have to do. Some stuff that I was planning on tabling and putting on the back burner, I had to take care of today. And then James emailed me and reminded me that unfortunately his girlfriend Paige's grandmother had passed away. No James today, he's at the funeral. Then one of the riders didn't show up for Shed Row 12. Short another rider. Then a groom didn't show up in Shed Row 10. See where I'm going with this? A real problem for the day. We wanted to bring some horses over to train at Mohawk. Can't train them at the farm. Wanted to train at Mohawk. So, wander over to Mohawk. Now, Kevin went over early. Now, I'm expecting a text message from Kevin saying, hey, can I qualify on Thursday instead of Monday? Would that be okay? Because I went in 58 with brush cut. Yeah, here's my take on this. I know there's a lot of people out there saying, what about the Snowshoe Series? Okay, so let me set the table for you. When I entered the Snowshoe Series, I'm thinking maiden horses, right? I won the Snowshoe Series maybe, 7-8 years ago, or whatever it was. 54, 55 at Woodbine. It's not meant to be a killer series. It's meant to be a springboard into the 2020 season for whoever enters. It's never really usually that tough. You know, if you can pace 54, 55 like a maiden, you can probably win. I don't know what other horses are in there, but I know James's horse, the Pogie horse, Pogie Beach, he's in there. And not a big fan of racing against horses with a lot more speed and experience at this point. So, and I don't want brush cut pacing in 52, 53 right now, even if he could. A long season ahead of us. And I'll play it alone. I brought him over today. He's a little bit behind brush cut. He's certainly not ready to qualify and race with that type of horse if he ever could. So I have to be careful. We have to claw back and say, okay, what do we want? Well, truthfully speaking, if you have a horse that can pace 54, which I'm pretty sure brush cut 10, you're racing a maiden. Now there's a 2. You can win those races in that speed. And they go for just a little bit less than the Snowshoe Series eliminations, and potentially final will go for anyway. Final's going to go for 40, 45,000, something like that. Maiden goes for half that. And if you don't think you can win the Snowshoe Series, then you have to concede that you're likely going to be second or third best at best in the Snowshoe, which means you're actually racing for less money than racing in the maiden or now as a 2. So the Snowshoe Series is not on our to-do list. It's not in our bucket list. We entered because we thought it would be a good series for us. And back when we entered, Pogie Beach was just qualifying. He was just a horse. Now he looks like at least one of the front runners to win this series. And I know you can't win it if you're not in it. Great, I love that saying. Let's be realistic. I don't want to gut my horse. So, brush cut, I'll play it alone. If anybody else is eligible for the Snowshoe Series, brush cut would be the front runner from our barn, and I don't want him pacing in 53 right off the hop. So I'm going to say I'm not really that concerned with the Snowshoe Series. I could care less. But what I do care about is getting brush cut qualified, getting some quality races into him, and then deciding what we have. I know what I think we have, but seeing is believing, right? So I want to see how the horses look. I'll play it alone with a big mile this morning, 2-4 in a jog cart. This is 2 hours or an hour and a half after brush cut went. Track was probably a little firm and snowy when brush cut went. It was a little sloppy and muddy when I went. The sun was out, the wind was up. Carmen had some claimer that had just won in 53. He said a few weeks before he was tightening up, and I followed him as long as I could. I'll play it alone. He's a little difficult to gauge, that horse, right? Is he ready to? What's he ready to do? Because he's always been a little hot. So I followed Carmen. His attitude was great. He was polite. He followed properly. He didn't get out of gear. All the things I wanted him to do last year, he's doing right now. 2-4-2 last half and 1-1 last quarter and 30-3. But he didn't want no more, and I don't blame him. as the day went on, I saw what kind of mile that actually was. So good for him, and that's in the jog cart. Brush Cut was good. I'll Play It Alone was good. Next, I went with Susie K. She was my pick of the day. I was happy with Brush Cut. Obviously, I was happy with I'll Play It Alone. But Susie K, my expectations were a little guarded, if you will. And what I mean by that is, I expected her to go good, but I didn't really know what that would look like. She could get out her knees last year. Could she carry her speed long? I put her on the front in the training set with Carmen and backed the half up a bit. Now, I bought everybody a bunch of electric stopwatches for Christmas because it's nice to buy stopwatches, but they're expensive and they go missing. It's like a pen. Somebody just picks it up and walks away with it. And we have the biggest stable in Canada. I think we actually have 2 stopwatches left. So I bought a bunch of cheap stopwatches. I pushed one, but I never got to start. So I knew we were trotting along pretty good. The horse in behind me was breathing down my neck. I figured I was at the half in 5 or 6, which I was. 137 and a bit, mile in 2.6 and 4, 2.7, 29 and 2 or 3 on the end of it. Susie K, in my mind, has never looked better. More comfortable. Not scrubbing on her knees. Just looked good. I was so impressed with her. Now, we obviously have a bunch of horses we are entering in the Ohio sale. Some of them are training today. Susie K was probably the leader, right? That's why we're trying to get her ready. If she's not going to be a Sire Stakes horse in Ohio, then why are we racing her? Fair question. She looked good today. And I'm not going to say, gee, she win a maiden and an I-1 is a 2 at Mohawk, no problem. But I don't think she'd be lost. And I'm excited now. I'm invigorated to see how Susie K is going to do when we qualify her. For those of you who sold out cheap, I don't blame you. I don't own any shares of Susie K, but I'll tell you one thing. For the people that waited and bought in and said, no, I'm going to wait, you might be rewarded because she is one good-looking filly today. She looked good. She's got to put a pile of weight on, a muscle on, but what she did today was impressive. I was impressed. So, happy with Susie K. I went with Anteros. I said, he's going to run. I went with Gold Watch before him, and I know there's only me and one other partner with Gold Watch. Very disappointing. Made a break today. Just not an impressive mile from Gold Watch. What I don't like about Gold Watch, 2 things. One, I'm not mentioning his sister's name. We had a sister. She was a huge heartbreak for us at 3. And then this guy, I don't like his attitude. I don't like what he does and how he does it. And he's a bit of a quitter. So he was looking to make a break, and he got it done. He made 2 breaks today. We got to make some equipment changes on him right now. And we will. What do we got? And I went out in the track next with Anteros. I'm like, oh, no. Well, let's see what he does. We hooked him up, put the harness on him, put the hobbles on him, and I said to Carmen, I have no idea what this guy's going to do. I put him on the front. Carmen beat me with a pacer, but 2.8 and 2, 2.8 and 3. I was in a race bike, last quarter and 30 in a piece. I was impressed. Not Susie K impressed, not Brush Cut impressed, not really even I'll Play It Alone impressed, but impressed. Was very happy. What I mean was I expected less. So I was happy with what I saw. 2.8 and a piece is quite a ways from him qualifying. It's not about the speed. He's going to need to go in 2.5, 2.4 a couple of times, school, and another horse said, at any point in the next month, I'm going to enter him in the Ohio sale, and at any point in the next month, if he falters, I can't help him. But I was happy with what I saw today. And then I went with Cavill Hanover. Cavill Hanover was unimpressive a little bit, but when you're going in 212 with an aged horse that's used to trotting in 54, 55, 56, they don't always do the smart ones don't always look like champions training in 212. And he didn't today. He just looked okay. We're going to scope him, draw his blood, make sure he's okay. We just had a pile of vet work done on him also. That can play a role. So I'm not too concerned with what I saw from Cavill Hanover today. But I do want to see more from him leading up to Monday. So we're going to scope him, draw his blood. I'm sure they're fine. Work on his feet, which we know are a problem. May actually put a set of flip-flops on Cavill Hanover for Monday evening. If the track isn't frozen, take the corks off him, at least behind. Just put a normal pair of shoes on him. These are some things that I'll talk to Jason about, but I assume we're on the same page in this regard. So we had Brush Cut, Susie K, Anteros, Gold Watch, Cavill Hanover. I'm missing one horse. Harry had 2. Jason had 3. No, maybe I'm not. Maybe there was only 6 there. No, I'll Play It Alone. Haha. I'll Play It Alone, as I said, 2-4 last half and 1-1 last quarter and 30 in a piece. But I was happy with what I saw. He just proved he isn't ready to go just yet. He's not super tight, but did his work well. Extremely impressed with his attitude. So that was today for me. That's what I get dumped on me when I got here. A couple other things I had to take care of. But welcome to the realities of horse racing. So Happy New Year, everybody. It's a nice day here. The biggest problem I had also was I'm looking at the radar and I'm like, oh my God, we're not going to be able to drone Saturday. When I told Curtis to come out, it was for January 4th, which was Saturday. I messaged him New Year's Eve, and I said, it's not looking good for Saturday. Tuesday or Wednesday look better on the radar. You want to talk about how the weather changes quickly, especially here in Ontario. Saturday was supposed to be +3, chance of rain. Can't do anything on that track, +3 of the chance of rain. It's impossible. Now, it's wet right now also, so it's a problem also. Rain would have ruined it. Tuesday, it looked like it was supposed to be -6 in the morning, going up to 0. That was our day. It was going to have to be Tuesday. I know people want to start their weekend. A lot of people, I know, want to watch the stable drones, especially if there are clients and they have horses with us. So I'm trying my hardest. I'm like, I looked last night, Saturday, -2, going up to +1. Looks like a good day. Tuesday, which was a good day, now 10 centimeters of snow with a chance of rain. Same for Wednesday. I can't win. So we're back to Saturday. Saturday, we're going to have the drone. I'm going to send out the sets, which I've had done for 3 or 4 days. I'm going to send out the sets. For those of you out there waiting, Captain's Made, I'd reported the other day, we found a little OCD in her ankle, right hind. The university, it's nice to have the biggest stable around sometimes. The University of Guelph called me this morning and said, we have a 3-week wait on OCDs, but if you can bring Brilliant Corners and Captain's Made up this morning, right now, we'll get them done for you. Yes, please, and thank you. That was the first thing that hit me today. I got to the barn, I'm like, James isn't here, this guy's not here, got to go to Mohawk and train a bunch, I got to go over. Oh, by the way, you have to ship 2 horses right now to the University of Guelph. So I shot them up there, come right back down, went over to Mohawk, trained all the horses, and now I'm back at the farm. So I don't see any fires or brawls, so I guess everybody got their day done properly, which is good. Just a long day. A long day for everybody. It's 1 o'clock and everybody's still in high gear here in the barn. So I'm going to go in and see if I can help everybody out and get everybody out of here. So a good day today. Training went well. The horses will be entered to qualify, entered to race on Monday. This time of year it sucks because we can't really tighten them up as much as we want, but they're as tight as they're going to be. So we'll see how they race tonight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. I thought I'd update you on, again, Happy New Year. I thought I'd update you on how things have gone here at the barn, what took place today. The drone will be on for Saturday. We'll be sending out the set list tonight, tomorrow morning, so you guys can have a look. I do have to scratch Captain's Made and Brilliant Corners, but it's not the end of the world. So that's that. Talk to you guys soon. Hope you've had a great week, great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We did. Quiet, but we had a great day. Take care.